Last session, you guys finished a raid on a data center. Data center was a kind of semi-cold storage for news and articles and just about any electronically posted information that House LaRue or the Council of March, or as far as you can see, just about any house within the Lamiera government structure didn't want posted. Censorship is very heavy and very real and very heavy in Lamiera. Censorship of information and disinformation. And nobody can necessarily stop a government entity from deleting your Twitter post or your TikTok or your blog article. They just disappear.
Wild.
And fairly thorough too. There's little to no trace left for anyone else to find, unless you go and hack into the data center and make some exceptionally hard skill checks on them.
Hi, Das.
You also, near the end of that day, caught Axel and Aurelia out and about having a day on the town with a knife to somebody's throat.
Only doing a little bit of crime.
Only doing a little bit of crime.
Yeah, I
At
don't
least...
recall we took it. I don't recall we took it personally because they didn't invite us.
You can certainly drill that into them some more. You've already given them that lecture that, hey, we're a good team. Tell us, but you can always come back for more. Percy was in kind of a little bit of standby mode, being the man with I think you had your gun with you there, right?
I mean, it's Percy, probably.
You guys would have had to take the back exit or back entrance. And obviously would not be wanting it visible while he was out and about in the street. But yeah, it honestly would be better if it wasn't like a big gun. Because you guys were just walking down the street at points. But either way, Percy was there as a backup, while Elise tore into both the crew and the person that the crew were attempting to threaten, coerce, kill. Not really sure what they were doing just yet. Except that he apparently got in the way of them doing something else, which was almost certainly a crime in itself. And that's where we left off last session. What were you guys' highlights?
I think it's got to be, for me, it's got to be the lecture that I didn't realise was in character until you went, yeah, no point in wasting a perfectly good lecture.
That was pretty good. Like, everyone's like, yeah, that's actually a pretty good lecture. I think that seems very...
It was, yeah.
character.
Alright, I'll bring us back in frame.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait, no, but never mind, we're there.
There's the counts. Guess you haven't gotten a near party wipe yet. You guys haven't actually threatened you, because you've had good plans so far. And I'm going to move you straight over to the data page. We were going to introduce you to Siri, Riley's new VI companion.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It really was a coincidence that Iris happened to be the curious one, and Siri's always asking questions like, "I didn't get that." And what time did you want that timer?
Oh no.
One moment.
Coincident or not, it's a fantastic in joke.
All right.
Episode design?
So we've got 3 boxes, each with 3 boxes.
Hmm.
The crew
Each with three squares.
and a few words. Ooh, I could have made them all.
Nesting threes.
Hmm. Hang on, I think I can make them all 3 words.
Oh, it's too easy to hit the mute button.
I wonder what you'd be doing with these 14 boxes.
A little bit cheaty to just put data at the end of 2 of them when data's not at the end of Zoe LaRue's to return, but
Well, it could be politics of UIS, trade with UIS.
I like that better.
If it's as I suspect, then those 2 plus Rayleigh was one of the teams that wanted to be allocated there. Or rather, that's what Elliot wanted, so the NPCs have no say in it.
Yeah.
There we go. Yes, Riley did want that. It has been observed that Axel is an extra wheel. Funny that his name is Axel. In that interaction. Move Riley too. So obviously, you guys don't have to stick with that. I don't think Ellie had any particular reason for choosing Axel there. And also, I do want to remind that we do not have to do this. If this is uninteresting to you, we can absolutely just figure out, kind of a quick look at who's looking at the Zoe data, because I think you wanted to put a priority on that. Get that to you in a couple days, and then I'll just, breadcrumb the rest of the data to you over the course of next, couple sessions. So if this is uninteresting, let me know, and we will move right along.
I don't know about everyone else, but as long as we can keep it fairly brief, I'm okay with this.
Okay. So you wanted to prioritize Zoe LaRue's return data.
Yeah, Percy would probably be on that because he's not that interested in ours, and he'll work with. I don't know if Libra would be particularly apt for any of them.
Libra, actually, you could be skilled help for the Zoe LaRue. This is hard to say. Zoe LaRue return data.
Oh, okay, so I'll bring Libra and probably one of the recently hired NPCs, whichever one wants to.
Okay.
Or whichever one everyone else doesn't want.
All right. Do you want to fill up the other 2 boxes, knowing that they're consecutively diminishingly worse? That the next one is 2/3 and the last one is 1/3.
See, personally, I feel like Cassian would also be interested if we can get politics data and stuff and trade data that he might not know already. And also, we have enough to put 2 teams on every topic. So I'm going to vote that we do that.
Okay.
Don't know what everyone else thinks, so.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this then real quick. That team is 3.
Mm-hmm.
That team is 3. A 3 is perfectly fine. It means that you will end up with the data, with 1 point of data. There may be additional points or details that you can collect as days go on in 1 day. So 3 research points per detail, and that gets you 3 research points in 1 day. Do you want to put anybody else to work?
Yeah, you know what? Stabbing in the dark. I'm just gonna grab Aurelia for the team with Percy and Libra.
For the return data.
Just so we have a full team on that.
Yeah, she can certainly help with that.
Actually, no, I think Aurelia might be good on the trade with the UIS because she's business management, so I'm gonna put her on that if that's okay with everyone.
She would be good with that. That is actually within her skill set.
Yeah. So I'll probably take Asta instead because social activism doesn't really fit. Or would social activism be good for politics of the UIS?
Probably better politically informed.
She is better politically informed. Yeah, she's it's not necessarily good at politics with the UIS, but she's more familiar with the ins and outs of political machinations, especially on.
Why don't you take Elena? Good at anger.
You know what? It sounds like Libra. I'll bring her. They'll probably get along.
Well,
You have
Libra
the
and
yin and yang. Angry on the inside and angry on the outside.
Oh, whoops.
Yep.
That was not.
Yep. There's a nice little parallel there. They're like all anger, no punch versus no anger, all punch.
Elena and the Libra do get along. Libra is not impressed so much, but Libra appreciates how much of a hard worker Elena is, and yeah, I guess Libra wouldn't gossip too much, so I can't say comments on, but yes, Libra is perfectly fine with Elena.
No, I think at some point when Elena's not there, Percy would ask how she's getting along with it, how Libra's getting along with her, just to make sure that there's no like tensions in the team.
Yeah, no. Libra says that she likes Elena. She's a hard worker, and actually is a little bit concerned that she works too hard. She has been working her own shift, and she has been working a second shift with various crew people to try and bring them up to speed as much as she knows, even though she also just got on the ship.
Okay, well, duly noted, but like as long as she's not burning herself out, it's her choice. But we'll keep an eye on it. Anyways, I also think Dima would be fantastic for politics of UIS.
Yeah, probably.
Or maybe not fantastic, but good at least.
119 is going to work on politics of UIS.
Good
All
call.
right. I'm gonna count that as skilled and put you up to 4 there on that one.
Sick. Okay, so.
So right now you've got
Okay.
1 over here.
Yeah. I suspect Das would make that 3.
Das would make that 3. There we go. I'm just putting the zeros there so I can stop switching back and forth.
I'm not
between
imagining
text
Das would count as skilled for either of the other 2, so
Yeah.
that's probably the best place.
I can give Das skilled for use of advanced computer algorithms and search algorithms for pretty much any of them. But as far as Das's actual knowledge, I think the trade is where she shines.
Yeah, it's like counts as skilled because she can make the computer do it.
Yes. Yeah.
That works. That works. Okay, so what do we think about Vicky? A bot degree in sociology, but good at AR and VR art and knowledgeable VI.
I think I may also put myself over here, but maybe not within the same team that long.
Okay.
Don't necessarily have trade as a skill, but there's all the other talking things, you know, finding people, stuff like that.
Dex, I know this is potentially a dangerous question, since it forces you to think about the other NPCs who aren't defined on the Maza. I assume that most of them are carrying out other generalship duties rather than working on this.
Yes.
However, are any of them particularly apt at, or is there a possibility that any of them are particularly apt at trade stuff and could jump in and we can have one of the named crew members doing miscellaneous duties?
Well, we're going to stick with the named crew on this page for now.
Fair.
If you get to a point where you're like, we can't put anybody else on here, then we'll check and see if any of the unnamed crew gain a name.
That's fair. Okay,
Because
so
if you put them on here, they're going to get a name.
okay, so I think Acid is. Well, actually, I think we should probably leave Acid out of this one because, you know, she's like got a cajillion other things that she could probably be doing. What do you think?
I think that's fine. She's happy with that, but I also will say that she's also your most educated person.
True. We'll think about it.
Probably worth including her.
Notario is probably best put on Zoe LaRue's return because I think that probably requires the least traditional education to do.
Yep. That's a lot of gossiping and pictures in there.
Gossiping and pictures, huh?
Yes. Zoe LaRue's return data is heavy with pictures and video. They all have
Okay.
some amount of pictures and video, but the Zoe LaRue return has a lot.
Okay, I think maybe Vicky on the Zoe LaRue return then as well. What do
Okay.
you think?
Right here is me responding as if you just made a decision and weren't asking the whole crew.
Okay, then let me phrase it as a question then. Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
Looks like I miscounted originally. We have 18, not 19, so I guess we are going to have to put Acid on the trade one.
Yeah.
Guys, I feel bad for making most of the decisions myself. Speak up.
It's fine.
Yeah. Nobody's objecting to any of it. You're fine.
Okay.
Where did I put? Oh. There we go.
What's Doug good at?
Yes.
I don't feel like I'm good at much of this knowledge in any of those three.
Yeah, I think
personally, but
I think Doug and Maximus are in a similar boat as far as knowledge stuff goes, because it's both kind of engineering-ish stuff. And Kaishin doesn't have much traditional education, so I'm wondering if we put Maximus and Doug on the trade, and now we've got 6 full teams. I'm hearing little in the way of protest.
I'm thinking about polymorphic blending for a lab coat.
Fair.
Riley's question.
Honestly, fair. Okay, so I think that's us.
Alright.
I think that's how we're approaching this.
Yeah, I think I can work that.
I feel like most of that 3 on trade with UIS is coming from Acid.
Thank you.
I said most.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the most educated person on the ship. Dex literally said it. If anything, it should be Meowkin that's taking offense to it.
Oh, what am I taking offense to? I'm really thinking about this lab coat.
Oh.
I mean, for that to come out as 3, one of the PCs has to be skilled.
Fair.
Like,
Yeah,
I personally don't
And
think any of those really match Douglas's skill set.
I
But
don't think any of this really matches your skill set, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's kind of my thinking.
All right. Then this goes to 2, not minus 2. There we go. Oh, come on, I put a space there. There we go. Um, 2.6, I guess. Okay. Well, the most exciting part of the session is over. Thank you, guys.
Alright, I guess we're done then.
We
Catch you
did. We
later.
did the numbers. Now we do the bit without number.
Exactly. So that all does bring some interesting information to light. Let's see. I see that you guys are currently using the discussion, so I'll go ahead and put this into planning. Just to let you continue your discussion of mods, and you've technically got more research power on the politics of UIS. Let me just put one more. Nope. Yep, that was right. Hang on. What the hell are you doing? Okay. 6.7. Because I didn't really need to do that, but hey, here we are. And you get some juicy details about the politics in UIS. Do you want me to recopy the original blurb that tells you the general overview of the politics also? Yeah, I'll just do it. I think it's
I'll be
easier.
honest, I've forgotten what blurb you're talking about, so probably yes. Copy.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, who have we got over there? We've got Riley, Kawana, Axel, Astadema, and John. I'm gonna involve the PCs in this as much as I can. So, John, you and let's go with you and Axel are finding a handful of pictures that look like Elise. It nearly slips by. There's only a few, and even fewer videos. But yeah, no, that's clearly Elise in pictures and videos taken on Shinobu. She's bright, chipper, a few years younger, and very busy with a camera crew. And real quick.
Huh.
There we go. You can through the articles that you follow in this vein, very sparse articles, you can identify her as, well, whoever this person is, as Cindy Wong, and she is part of the press attaché of the junior ambassador to Shinobu. The last video is security footage of a very familiar determined gate, all but sealing your certainty that this actually was Elise, because you've seen that before on Henry Station when she wanted to go and try and confront Mr. Jack. Almost the exact same determined gate. Passing through port security to leave 2 days before Emperor Hideyoshi is assassinated. Her face is uncharacteristically drawn and strained, maybe even fearful. Happy birthday! So, who's telling Elise? No, nobody.
So this is presumably at least working for a union.
It definitely looks like it. She is part of the press attaché for the Union ambassador to Shinobu. Um, and in the pictures, that appears to be all that's going on right up until she leaves 2 days before his assassination.
I'm sure the timing is a complete coincidence.
You want me to move on?
Yeah, I feel like it'd need to be someone in the politics group that would tell her, wouldn't it?
It would be, yeah. Um, if John wants someone there to tell her, to bring her around, then they certainly will. If as players want someone to go around and tell her.
It sounds like nobody's volunteering. Let's have Axel do it.
Okay,
I'm sorry, work stuff happened.
that's
Ah.
fine. Do you want? Is work stuff still happening?
Lightly in the background. What's up?
Okay. Do you want? Excuse me. Do you want John to notify Elise of some footage that looks very much like her on Shinobu, or would you like to send one of the NPCs to do that?
119 will delegate.
Okay,
Delegate everything.
of course. Who is he volunteering? Voluntelling. You've got Maximus, Asta, Axel, and Kawana.
Let's send Kawana.
Okay. Jackal.
Close enough.
Yes.
While Elise is poring over throughout the day, it's at some point during the day, while Elise is poring over numbers, trade, there's actually some pretty interesting stuff in there, and some things that you can definitely put to the Roz's advantage here. Kawana comes around to wherever you guys have made a workspace, probably in the workshop, because that's where both Acid and Douglas, well, Acid lives there, and Douglas is like his second home, with the engine being his home.
First,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, obviously. So Kawana is walking up to you guys. You hear her clomping down the hallway well before she gets there. But her steps slow as she approaches the workshop and rounds the corner, looking a little bit nervous.
Just look at her like something wrong, or
She looks at Doug and at Elise and Acid. We found something you might want to see.
all of us, or me?
Yeah, all of you would be fine, but it's about you.
Mm,
I mean, more eyes would be good, right? So,
well, it depends on what it is.
you were on Shinobu before the Emperor was assassinated.
Okay,
Like, working on Shinobu.
sure. Mm-hmm.
with Union. Or for
Mhm.
Union.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's it. No big deal, I guess.
Wanna come over here for a second?
Why?
Just come over here for a second.
She comes over.
In a much more hushed tone, Elise says, "So, I need you to be very calm and respond to me with the same level of loudness in your voice that I'm currently speaking to you at. Are you telling me that you found evidence that I killed Shiro's father?"
No. No. No.
It's a yes or no question.
No.
Yes or no.
No.
Do you have enough to be able to reason and believe that I did that?
No.
It's fine. It's fine. Right? It could have been pancakes at the palace or something.
I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
You looked
fine.
scared.
I looked. It's a video,
Mm-hmm.
and I looked scared.
Mm-hmm.
Scared of who?
I don't know. Remind me real quick. Does Kawana know that Elise is precog?
I don't think they ever explicitly stated it.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
So, yeah.
Do you want to know what your name was?
My name?
Mm-hmm.
Sarah.
No. You were Cindy Wong.
I was Cindy Wong.
Mm-hmm. She's starting to get her chipper enthusiasm back. Yeah.
So, Cindy. Huh.
I like Elise better.
I mean, yes, but like, also, oh god, this is getting worse and worse. So okay, so Sarah's definitely the real one, and Cindy was just an alias. Huh.
Kawana does not have a response to that.
Oh my head. Oh no, this is. I think I had 3 names before this.
I don't know why you'd have a different name for this. You're just the press attaché to the ambassador.
Yeah. So your answer was no to the question. My answer is now yes to the question.
But how? You left before it happened.
How did he die? Again?
Details have not been disclosed.
Oh, fun. Oh, fun.
UIS has never openly disclosed how their emperor died.
Poison may be shot 50 miles away. Explosive IED.
You know, I bet if we went there and spoke to the new Dragon General, he'd tell us.
Ah, great.
Better get working on those weapons.
Great. Who knows about this right now?
Just John and Axel and Riley and Dima. Oh, Dima. And John.
John twice.
Stop. I've heard enough.
Yeah, she says John twice.
Don't
Oh,
forget
and
Asta.
Asta, but she wasn't really interested in it.
Oh. I gotta go talk to Dima.
Yeah.
Yeah. I turn around to Douglas and ask him like, I will be back later.
Alright.
I need to go find Dima. I have questions for him.
And I hope he has the answers you want.
Oh God.
Did you say that again?
Huh? Oh, I said just hope he has the answers you want.
Oh, so do I.
Eh? You're easily able to go speak with Dima privately or in the company of John and Asta at your
Oh,
preference.
definitely privately.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. Let me go look. If Asta used to work with the union. No.
No.
So, just Dima.
What do you
Okay.
mean you don't want everyone knowing?
So I will pull Dima aside and be like, "So I have a question for you. A few questions actually. We're gonna have a conversation. How are your shoes, by the way?
Okay. Duh. It is nice wearing shoes that Oh, right. He didn't have legs at all. Or he. I can't remember if he had legs and they were useless, or if he didn't have legs at all.
Oh,
think
you
he had
didn't have
legs
legs at all.
Okay, yeah. So look down and it's a nice accessory.
Hey, just gotta make sure you change them out when you wear out the tread and like the stitching comes off and like how do you know if someone's not Mr. Jack?
This is third pair of shoes I've worn this week. I will not wear out the tread, and you don't.
Okay, but you knew about Mr. Jack, right?
Know about Mr. Jack and know who is Mr. Jack is a very big gulf.
Mm-hmm. Right, but like, what would you think would be it? Like, how did I get the reputation and rapport with you? Not me, Sarah. How did she do that? Why are we friends?
Oh, it's because I thought you looked like other Sarah from Cliff. Was wrong. She
Other
died,
Sarah.
but
Oh, hold up. Pause. Time out. Stop. Cliff? You're from Cliff?
duh. Most
You
unionists
told
from
me
Cliff.
this before?
We have had conversation. Oh, before you remember, but not since we met again. No, we went
I
over
feel
a
like
video
it's
of Sarah, Kirilovna, the inspiration for the Kiril orders. That's how I lost my legs. We had some conversations and laughed over how you looked like her, but could not be.
Okay, hold up. Just for 1 second. I need you to just stop talking and let me think.
Is everything alright, Elise?
No.
Do not think of this. You worried when we met, and do not think of this. It was not you.
No, it's not. it's not me, right? My birthplace was Kujituhurti. How do you pronounce that?
Yeah, that's
Pretty good.
correct.
Yes, it's close enough.
Oh,
So that's where I was born, apparently, supposedly, right? But then it was moved, it was sold to Union.
Union does not buy slaves. Union has enough civil servants, does not need to buy slaves.
No, because I went to the academy, the Belford Academy on Cliff.
No, it's the other way around. Actually, I'm gonna jump out of character for a second. It is actually the other way around. Belford Academy is on Thurid, which is in Kuditahirti.
Oh, this is even worse.
Cliff is in Aslid, which is Union territory.
So I'm from Cliff originally.
Yes.
And then I was sold to no. I was sold to the Belford Academy and then got a job with Union. Or some variation of that. No. They found out I was psychic on Cliff, was sold for a price so that my family would be bailed out. And then I went to the Belford Academy and then was forced to be part of Union.
Yes, you basically were indentured into, well, you were sold to Union as a psychic to set your family up for life, and you were indentured to them, and they sent you to Belford Academy.
Yes, I explained that.
Yeah. Why concern of Sarah now?
Does that not seem weird to you? We were born on the same place. You knew me before. Like before, not the before now, like the two befores.
No, it's different, Sarah. Sarah without an H.
Sarah without an H. I apparently have like the name Cindy and Elise now. What the fuck does an H mean?
I'm gonna put this in discussion. This is the name that Dima spells out. Sarah on video that we know is not you. That we know is not you, at least, is Sara. She died in doing activism, trying to reach out to the beats. For player knowledge, the beats are actually reminding, because I think I've said this before, the beats on Hlyf are the parts of city that Union has abandoned and moved on to mine another part of the planet.
That does sound familiar.
Yep, everybody is expected to move with the main Union operations. Those that don't are basically cut off. They're not, given any kind of food or services. No power is run there. No communication lines are run there. They are homeless in a urban landscape, because the planet Hlyf is all city landscape, almost all city.
Getting very confused.
Which
in character, but mostly in character, but definitely out of character a little bit.
Okay, I'm happy to clear up any out of character confusion as long as it's something that y'all would already know.
I need an out of character, just straight shot information, not the same person.
That is what Dima is telling you.
I'm not buying it. I don't know how to fight him on this.
Yeah, he has said that you guys watched a video together. He might still have that video.
Then I'm like, show me the video.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, then I go back and talk to Acid.
But the least is... okay, it's harmless. Video, we already know it's not you.
How do you know I didn't lie to you before?
Because Sarah in video died.
Okay, let's see the video. Let's see the video.
Okay. So
That's gonna be so awkward if this looks like you.
what you see on a series of videos that Dima shows is a young black-haired girl with freckles and brown eyes. It is trying to be a teen activist reporter on Cliff, bringing awareness to the squatters living in the beats and how badly they strain Union's ability to care for all of its citizens. I think I've said also before that Union is... I'm not really sure what kind of government it would be, but there's definitely universal basic income. They care for people that actually are within the city confines and, you know, participating nominally in society. And you've got a couple of crew members who've talked about the welfare. I mean, Dima, he supported his family continuing to receive welfare for his service, or for his active service, by killing him. And so this teen activist was bringing awareness about how squatters in the beats and how badly they strain Union's ability to care for all of its citizens. She expresses empathy with people who want to live their own way, and she interviews some of them kindly, but is spinning a negative portrayal of the squatters, showing how they react with violence and greed, and refuse to share with brothers and sisters in Union. Over the course of this little video series, this Sarah Kirilovna becomes more stoically upset by the stubborn and selfish behavior of the squatters, and starts trying to more actively help them. There's commenters and all kinds of fans of this teen activist supporting and lauding her brave efforts to help what she herself described as victims of a growing isolationist mindset, the lostest causes of Union bounty and benevolence. And those commenters showered her with praise for her persistence, for they are still Union. They are still my brothers and my sisters, and Union does not give up on Union. It's kind of looking a little bit propaganda to Elise. There are certainly threads of it in there, or naivety. The last known recording, as Dima describes it, is one that he asks Elise if she is certain she wants to see it because you watch a girl die on video.
You can look away if you want. I need to see this. Also, are you not seeing a resemblance?
There is some resemblance, but
this is incredibly uncanny.
Nobody.
Do I have a twin?
Nobody acts with death so convincingly that it's not dead. And watch. And he starts the video on his data slab. What you're seeing, he explains, is a recording that was confiscated from a squatter who tried to pawn off a broken camera. On it, this Sarah without an H was vlogging a delivery of medical supplies to a pregnant squatter. Her camera is set up on the handlebars of her moped so she can talk to it while navigating the crumbling and unlit streets that she is traveling through. And she stops to ask someone if they're alright. You don't see the person, you just hear a man's voice telling her to hand over her package. And she protests for a pregnant woman and her family, tries to ride past him, and the moped tumbles to cries of alarm, gunshots, and then Sarah's trembling face and dying gasps.
She gets shot?
She got shot. And Dima's quite right. You see this girl seem to die on camera before it is picked up and turned off. As he hits stop, he quietly says that her death rallied citizen votes on a measure that would require Union, not just, allow Union, that would require Union to make regular patrols of the beats within a certain distance from supported city residential zoning, and authorized a lethal response in the face of any opposition to relocation efforts.
So now Union was legally allowed and forced to move everyone.
Or shoot them, yes. And Dima kind of, see, is not you. We only bonded over it because Kiril Patrol is how I lost my legs. And do not resent this, Sarah. She brought some awareness, but maybe did not know what she was doing. Not think about how you might use it. I know now that it was spin. Yeah, Jackal Dunn. The likeness to Elise is uncanny.
Did she not have like family or something?
Family was kept anonymous for their comfort and mental health. Union assured that family would be fully compensated and given top-tier welfare benefits for the remainder of life. Mother, father, and a brother, they said.
That's a familiar sounding family setup.
No, what was that?
That's a familiar sounding family setup.
What?
Surely it's a complete coincidence this other Sarah also had her mother, father, and brother alive.
Yeah,
Surely.
How
surely.
old does Sarah look in this video?
She looks like a teenager.
That would have been after already sold.
Yes.
I graduated from Belfort presumably about what? Early 20s, 18?
Probably earlier, considering union work practices.
Oh no.
Oh, it's all coming together.
Yeah, it could be like 16, 17. Especially if Elise was a bright student, motivated to learn.
Which
She
you know,
was.
yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, she
no.
was. That's
Oh,
right.
no.
She was. So I'm like, okay, Dima, let me break it down for you. When I was 12, my family sold me to Union because I was psychic. Right?
That is union practice.
So I go to the Belfort Academy for a few years. I get trained. Kind of puts me in the same age range to be that old at that time for that. This isn't a coincidence. This is just me. And this is staged. This whole thing is just propaganda. Just litterings of propaganda so that Union can get what they want.
I could see that, but
No, there's no but. Holy fuck. I'm the reason you lost your legs.
Oh no.
Uh,
And this
studying
is
your
proof.
face. He's studying your freckles.
This is just proof. This is just proof I am Mr. Jack. That's why they're hunting me. I've got all their secrets.
Wow.
Because I did this for them, and apparently now I fucking assassinated the Emperor.
Oh. Oh no.
I have
Come on,
to.
Vacant.
I have to walk on this a bit.
Hey, at least you can walk on it now.
Is that how he does all his thinking now? He just
Actually,
He hasn't had the chance to pace around for so long. He's just able to do it now.
He also makes
I
a
mean,
lot of
you-
walking and running puns. Instead of think on this, I have to walk on this.
Mm.
I don't know. It sounds like something's afoot.
Yep, absolutely something he would say. He is paying more attention. He already knows a lot of Spacer and British English idioms, but he's paying more attention to them so he can make more puns. uh, but no, Elise. I do not blame you. You were a girl. You were a kid.
I mean, yeah, but like, yeah.
I felt bad for Sarah's family for so long. Some people were upset at the Kiril patrols. It's inhumane, and I always took that to be a reason that family needed to be protected. Do not blame self. You were used.
It's weird to say, but I don't blame myself.
Ah, good. Then let me walk so that I can put truth to my own words.
What?
I need to run this over in my mind, Elise. Give me some time.
Yeah, sure.
Dex, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Did you purposely give Dima an accent so you had an excuse to talk slowly so that you could think of foot puns?
No, that's just my Russian accent. It's slow.
So it's a Russian accent that's not Russian.
Yes, very much. That is the only kind of Russian accent I can do. And Dima does take his data slab and go.
Likes it?
Legs it.
You know, if this is how long also expensive bits of information are going to take, I'm starting to believe you when you say that it's going to take the whole session. Not that I'm complaining.
I will try not to make all of this take the whole session. There are going to be some plan-altering pieces of information that come out. You know.
It's fine, this is nice and dramatic. But I mean, our plans have already been altered. For example, I imagine Elise is probably going to let at least someone go into a QED again because, you know,
Oh, yeah.
Miss Jack.
This is another name.
Oh god, I
This
just
is another
realised.
name.
I've
well,
just
yeah.
realised.
So
Well-
4 names.
Miss Jack being played by Mr. Jackal.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
How did we not see this?
I played it. I played myself.
I
Oh,
would.
maybe you'll need to go for at least after like we started the game and she was no longer Miss Jack. So I guess the Jack moved from her to you.
Yes. Just two sides of the same coin.
Okay, I'm done.
Alright, I'm dropping the next bit of whoops. Data here from the Zoe LaRue set. It is
Here we
not.
go.
Oh, what was that, Jackal?
I didn't say anything.
I thought I heard somebody say something. Did somebody say something?
I wasn't sure if it was loud enough to be heard, but I said, okay, here we go.
This one is not as heavy. The team working on Zoe LaRue's return data. There's so many pictures and videos. This one happens to this thread that was followed gives you a very strong belief and confirmation that you can identify key protection detail that always surround Zoe. There's always protection around her. You know, two figures were constant, Cassian and Charlotte, of course.
Here's
But-
surprise.
There's others that range from, yeah, that's obviously a dude that will shoot anybody who gets too close to her. You know, he's obvious for a reason. That's the whole idea of police presence, visibility to deter. And then there's also others that do a much better job of blending into the background. The only way that you're, you know, really identifying them is that you see them in different settings around Zoe. So this is information that will let you identify any hidden protection assets around Zoe. If you ever,
They could be stalkers. They could be stalkers.
they could be, but I'm gonna put a period on that and say it's unlikely. There's-
yeah, if she has protection details at the level that we imagine with Cassian being as protective as he is,
Yeah.
there's stalkers wouldn't stand much of a chance.
Okay, that's true, yeah.
They really don't.
They'd have to be a really good stalker.
Maybe that's why I signed up for the job in the first place. The protection detail job, I mean.
Because they're a stalker. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, I get to spend all my time around Zoe LaRue. I paid for it as well. But yeah, so we can maybe identify some of the protection detail. Nice.
And also in this day, see who was working on this? Oh yeah, this is the thread that not Elena, Elise and Das and didn't we have Aurelia on this too? Where'd Aurelia go?
Aurelius,
She's on that team, yeah,
top of
above
trade.
that.
Oh, right. Name covered or face covered by Das for some reason. Roll20's name plates are weird. But yeah, you follow some threads, and you're able to build a vendor list exclusive to UIS, which reduces friction by 2 to a minimum of 1.
Right.
Now, it's not as big of a benefit as it sounds because UIS currently has a friction of 2, but friction numbers can change. So right now it's only giving you a benefit of reducing it down to 1. Additionally, when goods are rolled to see what's available to buy, you get an extra option. They'll roll.
Like next, you saw our rules before. We'll take any bonus we can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in a lot of cases, a +1 generally means plus 10%. So
Exactly.
it is still something.
Mm-hmm.
But moreover, that extra selling roll is just another option for something to come up at a really good price. That's been a day. Oh, actually, I think I've got more that I owe you because you guys are churning out 2 a day on each of these. Uh, which one do you want most? There's another detail for each one of these, or more. What's most interesting to you? What do you want? You want something else to pop while
I feel,
Elise is talking to Dima?
I feel like you could recognize some of our security detail isn't much information about Zoe. If we can
Yeah.
get another detail before the break, I'd like Zoe. But like
Yeah,
I say,
I
whichever one.
think that's a good one. Um, so this one, in the consistent pictures analysis, pictures all over the place. There's actually a fair amount of pictures that are following David Shipman.
Oh,
He was the man first seen with Zoe on her return, and so there was, of course, a lot of interest from the people deep in the know, or deep in the hobby, I guess, of trying to post things for for Lamierre to delete. And following him isn't terribly interesting. He goes about his business, but there are 2 pieces. I'm actually going to give you both these at the same time. Let me just paste it in. Paste the second one in. There are 2 places where following him actually gives more information than the people who posted it probably ever expected. One, you actually see a video of the highly decorated Galactic Mandate Captain Paris and his daughter Inspector Abby Paris, who recently is thought to be deceased, taking delivery of Griffin Cage.
Captain Paris. We've heard that name before.
He's kind of
Been in the news, right?
Yep, he's kind of the face man for Galactic Mandate. If they're doing something awesome, he's most likely involved.
Shit, sorry, kitten causing trouble. Back in a sec.
Okay. Get in trouble.
Yep.
Well, he'll have to catch up. Also from following Shipman, you see delivery of a heavily sedated and strongly cuffed. Couldn't think of any better word for it, but strongly cuffed, severely cuffed porcelain. It's more difficult than the other photo identifications, but the people taking delivery can be identified as Spectrestar Technologies agents. That's not news to you, I think.
It's not, no.
Yeah, we knew that.
The interesting part here. Go ahead,
Oh.
Ginja.
Right, I was just saying, but now we have confirmation from a separate source.
Yeah, true,
Yes.
true.
The interesting part is that deeper analysis reveals recurrence of individuals who could easily be overlooked as normal citizens passing by. Basically, Spectrestar Technologies was probably not leaving the exchange to just the front man in that exchange. They had additional agents. I didn't spell it out, but you are very confident that those other individuals who could be identified easily overlooked as normal citizens were probably Spectrestar's technology agents. And that's something that you could potentially try and follow up on Lamierre. Because they looked like people who live here. Following the trends of the time. They fit in. They didn't have any kind of weird tourists badges. so to speak.
So it's Spectre agents who are probably on this planet, who are there at the handover, who
Yep.
we could go and threaten at gunpoint for information.
They were probably embedded, yes. Lamiera is one of the places that does not allow very much megacorp traffic or involvement. So if you want your people there, then they have to act like they're not your people.
Which hopefully means not yelling for help if they get threatened at gunpoint for information.
Well, they might yell for help from Lamiera's police because they're citizens
yeah.
here, remember?
Well, yeah, but we've already fucking deceived them twice in different means. We'll be fine. 3 times even if you count the fact that we fucking shot down their Spec Ops drone and wiped out most of the team.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I said 3 times even if we count the time when we shot down their drone and wiped out the Spec Ops team.
Oh, Spectrestar Technologies is different from Comstar.
I know, but you're talking about the Lamiera police force.
Oh, yes, yeah. Gotcha. Sorry, I didn't follow that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the Lamiera police too much.
What's Elise doing after that?
Having an existential crisis for the most part.
Okay, all right, fair enough. That's it. That seems reasonable. I assume that she watches, looks at the pictures of, herself, and watches the video for strolling out of to leave, basically, because that is the video. Is she is going to the port to exit, there's no subsequent video of her coming back from the ship, and UIS is very strict, very militaristic in that sense, that there would be video if it were posted. Whether it was posted or not is, that's a different story, but the stuff seemed to have been fairly thorough.
Hello.
Howdy, Ellie.
Hello.
The timeline you have is Elise working as press attaché to the Union ambassador, working, and then 2 days before the assassination, leaving the main city to go into the port area, and where the ship is, and not returning.
I'd like to go find Acid after all of this.
Okay. Well, you know where Acid is.
Yeah.
Very more animated than usual in poring over all this data.
I have a favor to ask you.
What's that?
I want to go back into, my memories.
Here you go.
She looks at Elise for a moment. Stasis. We call him pod? Let's call it pod. Stasis pod is still in medbay. I'll go run a quick diagnostic on it and make sure it still works.
Okay. And after that, just... I don't even know if I want these answers.
If you're not in the lab in 15 minutes, I'm turning it off.
Oh, no. What I want is not exactly what's gonna happen. This is a need. Like, I need to know. I don't want to know, but I need to know. You know what I mean?
Good answer.
Yeah. She nods and goes to medbay to go set up.
And Elise will follow.
This is gonna be the one of the rare times that you're in medbay, and Riley is not.
Where
Was that the
am I,
good old
actually?
days?
Ouch.
Rude.
Riley
know.
does, however, get an alert that medbay is being accessed.
Dun, dun, dun.
How much do you trust him to not fuck up your stuff?
Honestly, and the first thing I'm gonna do is, alright, which motherfucker got hurt? How did you get hurt? We're going through data.
Nobody was hurt physically, emotionally, maybe.
Maybe?
We're still trying to figure out if it's gonna be second degree or third degree.
What am I currently doing?
You are currently poring over data regarding the politics of the UIS.
Right. How far away am I doing that from the medbay?
We're gonna say that you're in the conference room, so you're pretty far away.
Right. Do I have any way to find out quickly who's in the medbay, or if it's actually something that I need to pay attention to?
You can always call into the medbay on the comm.
I'm gonna
The
do
ship
that.
intercom. Yeah, there's no answer.
I'm gonna do that.
Get your comm set.
course, this knows.
Get your comm set out of here.
I should say, unless Elise is following Acid right in and Elise answers the comm, because Acid is just ignoring it.
Well, Elise would have just followed straight in, and like any lost child that is being dragged around by their parents will absolutely find something to distract herself. So answering the intercom is one of those things.
Okay, then I take it back. It is not ignored. It is answered by Elise.
Hello,
Hello there. Riley to medbay.
Elise here.
Elise, hi. Are you in need of medical assistance?
It's a hard question to answer. What constitutes medical assistance?
Are you physically damaged in any way, shape, or form that I
No.
would need to know about? Are you with anyone who is physically damaged in any way, shape, or form that I would need to know about?
No,
Why are you in my medbay?
because I needed to go back into my memories.
Is that something I should be present for, or
That should be fine.
is there a risk of physical damage?
Acid answers from across the
Probably
room.
not.
No.
In that case,
I'm
good
purely
luck.
speaking after the fact.
Well, in that case, good luck. Hope you don't die. And she hangs up. And she's just gonna go right back to working.
Walk away from the console. Walk over to Acid. You're not injured, right?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Are you sure you want to do this, Elise?
Okay, we're gonna go through this again. Do I want to do this? No. Do I need to do this? Yes.
Why does it need to be you?
Why does it have to be me? Because I kind of need to know, and
Why
I need to see what I did.
Why can't someone else go in?
Because I won't trust a single word out of anyone else's mouth.
I'll go in.
I don't want you to go in.
I've never lied to you. I think. I might have
Acid?
lied when I said I wanted to kill every human. Let someone else do this, Elise.
I definitely did some very, very bad things before, right? And I don't know how I'm going to ever be able to sleep at night not knowing what happened.
Acid lowers her eyes and nods. Motions towards the tube.
I'll still be me. I'll still be me, because I'm going to probably wake up. Let's bring the trash can over here. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's just, at least grab a little bin and just bring it over. Just in case.
All right.
Now watch as she feels every roll in this.
Do you want to make a bet, by the way?
No,
What do you mean no?
I don't want to make a
Come on,
bet.
come on. This is trying to help me calm down. You want to make a bet? Say yes. Just say yes.
Yes.
I'm sure it was poison. What do you think?
She gives it a little bit thought, and then nods. It was poison. Probably.
You can't put the money on the same thing. You know, you can take poison. I'm gonna go with that shot. Let's go.
Okay. As she's getting Elise in and setting things up, closing the lid, she starts to say, "I was going to bet that you wouldn't do it, but..." And then Elise goes unconscious.
Let's see.
Do expert rerolls work when you're memory diving?
Oh, what's that?
Do expert rerolls work when you're memory diving?
I believe I disallowed that because it's unfair for only experts to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I thought as well. Just wanted to check.
Yeah.
It's always a 2d6 and rerolls don't work. And...
Yeah, I
Yeah.
took away all of the extra things.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what is Elise trying to do? She...
I'd like to see what I did to the Emperor.
Okay. Let me pull up the QED stuff again.
Well, we're waiting. Jackal, what did you say? You'd like to see what you did to that what?
What I did to the Emperor. How I
Oh,
killed him.
Right, I thought you said like something like what I did to that Berk, and I'm like, first of all, that's very British.
No.
Yeah.
I am not in any way, shape, or form British.
Yeah. Got no watch. It turns out that Elise was actually just going there for tea and biscuits, and just fucking smash cuts
Yeah.
right in the middle. Smash cuts right in the middle to her, knee deep in his blood. Like
You know, sitting on tea, having a nice biscuit, sitting on the corpse of the Emperor that I just killed.
yeah.
All right, let's take a look
Right.
at Elise's character sheet again.
Do you know what would be really awkward? I'm sorry, I just went to conspiracy theorize for a moment. Do you want me to do it in text or voice?
Go ahead.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Sorry, voice is fine is what I meant to say.
Okay. So, what if the Sarah that Demon knew in the memories was actually an entirely different person, and Elise just had her identity changed to match that for whatever reason? I don't know. Union is fucking arcane. Like, who would suspect?
Yeah, that would be memories of looking in a mirror before being sold to Union.
True. Never mind.
Don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so trying to access memories of killing the Emperor. Is that correct? Is that a good phrasing of it?
That is the best phrasing of it, I think.
The skill that you have to roll will give us some information.
You do have to roll. This roll is going to be precog and wisdom.
Makes sense, I suppose.
I'm good at both of those things.
You are good at wisdom, yeah. And at precog.
Oh!
That's a good roll.
Oh, right when
Nice.
it's the end.
Yeah. That certainly is a good roll. Let me... There we go. One quick thing that Elise notices as she's trying to search her memories for having, assassinated the Emperor is that previously dominant memory is not filling this void space anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. There is something going on, and it's not entirely clear until she sees parts of the weird space, not space, discorporate, and sees the scene that she's trying to recall unfold before her, but it looks like Dima has become dominant in her memories now.
Oh no.
Or at least how Elise memories interact with the QAD has brought some memory from Dima to the surface as a cloying dominant recollection. But that's she's moving right past that to the closest match to her request. Elise is very clear on this. With a roll of 15, Elise is very clear that these are visions she's seen. She has seen memories of her own visions in which somebody kills the Emperor. She has had these visions repeatedly, and she has seen that she remembers many of them. Probably not every single one of them, but she is seeing this vision of the Emperor getting killed over and over again. She is not the person killing him in these visions. She foresaw it, but she has no recollection of doing it.
I see.
Oh, Viral, can we not put that image right there?
Yep, sorry.
That's fine. It's pinned and can be accessed if anybody wants to. Don't want to have that there at the moment.
Sure.
Thank you. Yeah, so that cost her a system strain. And and some confusion, I'm imagining.
No, there is relief. I didn't do it.
Yeah, accompanying these visions is a sense of fear because they all involve blades. He was definitely stabbed or beheaded, and you know what? With a 15, I'm going to tell you, hey, this is where Elise's fear of blades actually came from. Waking up to these repeated visions of him being killed. There is another component to it. The visions of herself being killed by blades also definitely contributed to her fear of blades, but it started with this. She saw him die night after night. Should we take a break early? Do y'all want a minute to ponder?
I'm good. I just got here. I have no idea what's going on.
I think it's mostly Jacko that's... Yeah.
I have questions.
Yes.
Can I Can I go back to Sarah Kirilovna?
You can certainly try.
I'd like to try.
That, I think, is going to be a Connect Wisdom skill check.
Oh.
Uh, these memories are becoming easier to navigate as your characters become more certain of themselves and generally more just confident in their skills. Now, reparse that however works best for the character, but as they are getting more competent and I am going back to the same word, certain, their navigation of their own QED is getting easier. The difficulty is staying at 8, or well, between 6 to 10, with the +1 for each. And this one was hard, but Elise can recall being Sarah, her first assignment by Union. And they were definitely employing her precognitive abilities to develop this propaganda program. Yeah, Sarah Kirilovna is definitely Elise. The scene on the video was completely manufactured, of course. And there's even a small measure of pride at how well she acted, mixed in with concern about what this is actually going to end up doing. If her parents ever see the video and think it's her. But girded by Union's promise that her parents were already being well compensated for her being a precog in Union service, they're going to be living high after this.
Okay.
It's a kind of sacrifice that some Union recruiter or handler would tell a 16-year-old is exactly what Union means. One person's loss and harm for the better of 100.
The next thing I'd like to ask is Mr. Jack. Was there ever a thing about Mr. Jack?
Ooh.
Maybe phrase that best.
That one is going to be harder, not only because you're at a +2 from 2 previous memories, but also because memories are more difficult when they carry more confidential or dangerous knowledge.
Okay. What am I rolling?
I think this is gonna be precog again. Precog and wisdom.
Okay.
Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Yep, that'll do it.
Well, that that definitely gets it. So this may be a relief and may be a disappointment. Elise is not Mr. Jack. There are memories of talking to a shrouded figure. Elise can have has indistinct images of a face that could be any face. It's it's hard because in interacting with someone who Elise knows in her memories is Mr. Jack, there were actual efforts made by Elise not to look at and put an eye or a face of Mr. Jack in Elise's memory. And there are some aspirations and motivations and almost a student mentorship thing going on with this generally unknown individual who is grooming Elise to become Mr. Jack. So there's definitely memories of Elise connected to Mr. Jack, but they're memories of having worked with a Mr. Jack and being told that Elise is very competent and that her precognitive abilities give her a huge edge and that she would make an excellent Mr. Jack. Finish this, do this, and we will make it happen.
Can you guess what this is? Or is it not explicit in the memory whatsoever?
That is... At least knows what it is, or at least her QED knows what it is, but it's unfolding it's folding itself at a far more rapid rate than Elise can unfold it from within this memory. You'll have to roll again.
Okay. Same roll?
Same roll, more difficult.
Just wanted to be double sixes. That would be like the cherry on top of it.
Wouldn't it? I was thinking about them one to say it, but...
13 is the difficulty!
Wow.
The job that would have made Elise Mr. Jack was to infiltrate the Raza and bring them to Union.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Oh, and that's 2 more strain because 2 more memories.
It's fine. I'll let myself gently fall back and cascade into the core memory now, and then I can leave.
You sure you can handle that one?
The new dominant memory. You're gonna go one more memory.
Yeah, I kind of want to gently fall back into the new dominant memory. We could do that, right? Just go straight to the dominant memory.
Yes, you can. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's a little bit more pleasant, and has a lot less ambiguity to it. Still some. Not ambiguity. Items of concern. It is... Hello, Sarah. Dima's voice. Always a friendly face. Put on a smile. He doesn't know. It's not his fault. He's a pawn like her. A reminder what she did. A reminder what could happen. Dima, nice to see you. It leaves a foul taste in her mouth and pains her soul, but it is the face she must show him, and he's nice. Ignorance is a mercy nice people should be able to enjoy as long as they can. I'll paste it here. I'm also going to update your memories with it.
I've got to say, that last line sounds like such an acid thing to say.
And with that, I will be, able to get out of the pond, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm. me a second.
I've just had an alarming thought. So you know how Elise's precognitive abilities helped us dodge run-ins with Union while she was the navigator for the Vaza? Is it just me that's wondering if Union were purposely taking a dive so that Elise could seem invaluable to the crew?
It's all smoke and mirrors.
How else would we manage a guerrilla war? I mean, I know we had to drive, but how else would we manage a guerrilla war as one ship against an entire fucking cosmic hegemony?
And then the final curtain call of bringing everyone there and then getting tossed under the bus with the rest of us. Right?
I mean, I don't know if that's how it would have ended. I'm just speculating out loud.
No, I'm trying to figure out like
Oh, okay.
if Sarah went turncoat or if memories were wiped and she just happened to be part of the ship. So they're like, your usefulness has now ended.
I mean, Griffin turned, so maybe you did too. Maybe we were just that charismatic.
Yeah, it's possible.
Or maybe you were just fucking sick of being a
Griffin.
puppet.
Did we find out when Griffin joined?
I feel like the only way to figure that one out is to find good old dear captain.
You still have her QED.
That is true.
Oh, don't go tempting me.
I was going to say the agreement to not go into the QED if anyone who's not here to consent to it is getting harder and harder to uphold.
All right, we did agree to something like that, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
I mean, I agreed to it very begrudgingly. I was willing to jump in.
I think I pushed that. Oh, great.
We'd been on the crew for about a year when we went in stasis, I think.
Yeah, you can kind of gauge how long he's been there by the crimes that he committed with you.
It's true, actually, yeah.
Crimes that never got reported for a certain individual.
I wonder why.
I wonder why that happened. Yeah.
Oh boy. When I wake up.
Acid is sitting on a nearby bed, looking at Elise with the concern of a physician over their patient.
There's like a little bit of grogginess, a little bit of groaning, just like, why are you so sterile?
Yeah, everything looks
Whatever.
fine.
You lost, by the way. But I guess I lost too, so it's fine.
You didn't do it.
It wasn't poison. And I didn't do it. So I guess, there's a guy like leans forward, extending an arm. High five for that one.
After a brief moment, Acid lifts up a hand and high fives. Small victories.
Oh yeah, because the rest of that was just absolutely crushing.
You want to talk about it?
You gotta promise me you're not gonna kill me. And remember that whole thing, you won't lie to me.
I might one day, but not today.
Can we extend that out for maybe like a week?
I might one day, but not this week.
Alright, cool. Man, Sarah used to be like Union's #1 lapdog. Oh my god. And I don't know if you knew this, but you were right about me. Or past me. Definitely past me, I hope. Not me now. Past me. Sarah. You're right about Sarah. Gonna keep trying that distinction because holy shit, do I want it.
Go on.
The whole reason that Sarah came to the ship was to infiltrate it for the Union, to be Mr. Jack. Remember, I told you not to kill me.
You have a week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's okay. We've plenty of time to, get another new name, because I'm apparently great at that, and fuck off somewhere. And then we can play this fun cat and mouse to see, like, if you get to me before the Union gets to me. That'll be great.
But you didn't.
But I didn't what?
Wait, did Elise say infiltrate and betray the Raza, or just infiltrate?
Let's infiltrate.
Okay. Then scratch that. That was my bad memory. What she instead asks, what was the purpose of the infiltration?
Oh, to bring us to Union. Clearly, obviously, right?
And then she says, but you didn't.
I mean, maybe the opportunity hadn't been afforded there. It was about getting enough trust, getting enough incriminating evidence, and then turning everything over at the very end.
And then Union left you here.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I'm sure they fucked me over for some undiscernible reason. Actually, it's very discernible, but let's not get into that one.
So then you're one more person on the Raza, disgruntled and upset with the Megacorps and wanting to destroy them. Sounds like
Well, I
Portia
wasn't
Lin
before,
won.
but now I'm starting to feel a little bit of that.
It sounds like you were before also. It sounds like Portia Lin won.
I hate that you put it like that. Your whole like hatred for humanity thing, I'm having that same feeling, but localized entirely on the person sitting in front of me.
You can join our club. We could use a new member. Me and Libra have key over the ultimate destruction of humanity. Every Wednesday.
Oh God.
I don't have to be like the vice president or something, right? I want to have no responsibilities. I just want to show up.
No, we're gonna use you for marketing.
Fuck you.
She grins.
So in our hypothetical future, right? Can I lay down what I want?
Yeah.
I want the entire universe, every single person, dead except for 3 individuals, and I wanna have 3 houses next to each other, 1, 2, 3, and then eventually one day, unbeknownst to me, I want you to come out of your house and just shoot me. Don't want you to tell me when, but I want at least a year of enjoying absolute solitude.
Acid interrupts Elise by standing up abruptly and saying, I can't do that, and walking out. Well, making to walk out.
It's just a joke. What did I say?
She pauses, sighs. I never wanted to like any humans here. But Portia Lin, Libra would kill me for saying this, but Libra, you.
Yeah, that's why I said 3 people.
I can't even joke about, well, joked about it. This is too serious. This is not a joke anymore. I can't kill you.
I mean, this is all. I'll drop it.
I'm sorry, Elise. It's too close. I'm glad you didn't assassinate the Emperor.
Yeah. Kind of. Is it weird to say I'm kind of like wishing I had?
A little.
It's like a great thing for the resume.
It'd strain your relationship with Shiro.
Mm.
You see, I'm just trying to. I think we should be very clear that my sense of humor is trying to cope with this, right? It's still fucked information. I watched him die probably about like at least 100 times. And seeing visions of it for like a long ass time, so maybe it would have been a little bit better to have just been like the one that was that, you know?
Hmm. She comes back around and sits back on the bed again. It's hard enough contending with memories. Can't imagine memories you haven't had yet.
It's very weird to have it all be like from my perspective, but it not be me. Very clearly not me. I think that's the worst part.
Do you mean the visions?
The visions, the visions are mine, right? But like the memories, and then the memories of the visions. Like anytime I'm in there, it's like I'm not me. Like I'm like watching a movie in first person.
Hmm.
Like it maybe is my voice, it maybe is like how I look, but like it's like a different person in there.
Well, you think we're done? Can we dismantle this now?
I mean, no. I get that you want to dismantle it because I think I can say this, that you hate the idea that we keep going into these things and hurting ourselves. Or that maybe one day we'll walk back out of it and be like the old us again. Is that right?
A little of both.
But like the first part's kind of necessary, and the second part I don't think is really going to happen.
Well, I hope it doesn't.
Like what happens if I get like another name, like another alias that I use? I won't be able to figure out what the fuck that one did, what they knew. And that is, I don't know, something to carry.
She gets up and rummages around some of the medical equipment. Opens a drawer, and there they are. And pulls out a lollipop.
Aw.
What flavor?
It is some flavor with a red color.
I see.
But it tastes red.
Is that for me?
pushes it towards you as if you were a child who'd just gotten like a doctor hitting their knee with a hammer.
I can do that for you.
You'll show me.
It'll be a really big hammer, though.
Yeah. At least we'll take the lollipop. You see, how many times have I had one of these? I won't know unless I have access to this. You just proved my point, and then she'll, start eating the lollipop and stand up herself.
Yeah.
Confidently having made her point.
It's raspberry flavored, by the way.
One cherry.
Acid, with a little bit of a smirk, says, I know.
God, Acid's such a fantastic NPC.
Thank you.
Acid and Libra, honestly.
Well, I gotta go spread some news to some certain individuals. This will be fun. Hope Demon doesn't hate me yet.
Well, just remember, everyone who hates you will eventually be dead.
Let's see. You know what's been keeping me going these past few days?
What's that?
Eventually, I will be dead too.
Get out of here.
Yep.
Acid leaves the medbay shortly after, locking the sections of it that are supposed to be locked. Obviously, there's an open public section that is always available, even without a doctor, just for headaches and stuff. But she locks up the sections that have the harder stuff and the scalpels and other weapons, and she returns to the workshop as if nothing had happened.
Oh yeah, because there's no weapons on the ship that anyone could get access to.
Yeah.
Honestly, the scalpels are probably more protected than the proper guns.
Yes, they are.
Right? It's like, oh, it'd be really hard to get one of those scalpels. Oh, do you want a gun? Yeah, sure, over there, turn right. Turn left.
Yeah, it's like the scalpels are behind like 3 different locks. The guns are just like out on the counter.
Why can't I shake the feeling that that's something to do with Riley's attitude towards potentially deadly weapons versus Percy's attitude to certainly deadly weapons?
Let's go ahead and take our 15-minute break here.
Mhm.
Ellie, if you want to stick around, I'll catch you up on what happened before you arrived. Hearing no objection, I'm gonna go ahead and bring us back.
Objection. No, just kidding. Go on.
Too late.
Actually, no. Actually, no objection. I'm not sure if Nox is back.
They popped in and said they're back.
Ah, okay. Didn't hear.
I thought that I was back.
Right. Yeah. No, I think I mistook you for someone else. Sorry.
All right. So, you guys assigned quite a lot of people to the research there, and so the course of the day, as you continue along, turns up more interesting information. And I'm gonna add this one here because it involves the least additional drama. And that is that looking over the trade data, who was involved in that? Trade with UIS was Elise and Acid. Aurelia Das and Maximus and Doug. So Das has been doing a lot of the trade stuff, and after seeing that vendor list, Das is I'm gonna say that Das working with Aurelia on this is starting to see some cultural patterns emerge, and cross-referencing that with Aurelia and some of the things that she learned in business management about catering to the culture that you're doing business with. You have enough data here to see a diplomatic/bureaucratic path to becoming a state-recognized arms dealer.
Oh.
The UIS is and has been for a while buying military kind of under the radar. It's an odd situation because the UIS actually has a -2 for trade of military goods, which means they sell them a lot. It's better to buy them there and then sell them elsewhere that needs them. But they've been buying a lot, and you're seeing the pattern of certain merchants have been given kind of a citizenship with honor, and it would require some cautious negotiations and cultural sensitivity. You may be called upon to report for wartime service, or to send your most capable child, or a willing, indebted person in your stead. But yeah, one crew member. You see a path to have at least one crew member made a citizen, or given a citizenship with honor, and could sell military at +2 instead of -2. Obviously, you cannot buy from UIS and then sell back.
At least it's probably the best bet for that, given that, she's the only one or the only one of the original crew who we trust who doesn't have the name of a member of the Raza.
Yeah, I'm sure Elise will be the best bet for that. Moving right along.
Just bringing it up.
I actually tried to put all these into Roll20, but I tend to be a little bit verbose sometimes, and they just did not fit. The last bit of detailed data that you pull out pertains to the politics with UIS, and it's more heavy. It's more heavy information. It begins with a series of stunningly crackpot articles linked by a persistent question. Who is Mr. Jack? The theories are wild beyond comprehension and self-inconsistent, referring to a woman circled with red ink in a handful of pictures as an alien, a ghost, a malevolent robot, and a yeti. Sometimes within the same article.
I mean, at least two of those things, possibly even three, are possible at the same time.
Yep.
Like, she could be a robot yeti from a different planet.
She could. She could even be a dead robot yeti from a different planet and just the ghost of one.
Do robots really do the whole ghost thing?
In this guy's theories, they can.
Hold on. I saw this in Rick and Morty. If they have unfinished business.
Huh.
The woman's appearance always seems to be innocuous and in near proximity to the Union ambassador, which you guys already pretty much knew. and to the Union Ambassador's press attaché. The last article is a single picture of this woman looking straight at the camera. This last image is unaltered by red ink, not circling her, still bears camera HUD elements identifying it as military-grade cyber optics, and the article title is the photo's file name. The implications there are that it got posted real quick before that person got dead or died. So interestingly, these I didn't specify it in the little write-up there, but these are articles from Shinobu. These are blog posts that were written on Shinobu. They were being transmitted to someone over on Lamiera, which is how they got deleted. And what's that?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, and that particular blog didn't continue past the I just got killed photo. The other interesting thing here is, you know, now that Elise has seen these, they match your mental memory, your mental indistinct memories of the Mr. Jack that was mentoring and coaching Elise.
Uh-oh.
Oh, lovely. So now we have a face?
Now you have a face. You've actually got some fairly good good pictures of her.
That'd be an interesting conversation.
Huh. Well, I can't wait to have that conversation and be like, ooh, it's time to use my abilities. You see, Mr. Jack was hunting me. Now I'm going to be hunting them.
You might just have enough data for that.
The mentee surpasses the mentor. Tales old story.
No, Meowkin, no.
Yes.
Yes, Meowkin, yes. Maybe Meowkin, maybe?
Sorry, I got distracted with your images there. And while you've got, you know, multiple teams there and multiple people are going to be working through the night, there's still going to be a lull for the characters. A day passes. What did we settle on, Ginja?
The current date, 22nd.
Okay. So then, it's the 23rd now. I'm actually going to label this as date.
I always find it funny listening to you guys discussing what the exact date is, but I don't even know what month that is. End game.
And there is a little bit more information that you're going to come up with tomorrow, but before I present that, I do want to ask, are you taking what you have so far to Cassian now, or do you want to spend the extra time and analyze every last detail first?
I think we could do some more analysis just in case it gives an edge, because I don't think any of this is stuff that he would be particularly interested in, and it would be nice if we had something that he was interested in.
Okay.
If we're all okay with it. I'm not hearing a no.
Yep.
I'm not good with it.
Okay, good enough. One person's not bad with it. I'm happy with that.
I am going to then
Down.
put up the Zoe LaRue first, because that seems to be what you were focusing on for information of interest to Cassian, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this actually might be. I'll go back just real quick on the protection detail. Keep in mind that these are not all deleted by Cassian. So there's some of it may be new to him. It may have been deleted before he even saw it. It's unlikely, but it's possible. And what that means is that Council of March and or other houses also are able to identify key protection detail of Zoe LaRue.
Yeah, he might be interested in that actually. Like, yo, we think people are putting two and two together.
Yeah.
Hire some new guards.
And combine that with
he says us.
combine that with this new piece, which is not just identifying protection detail, but a rare handful of locations and persons in whose care she's left without supervision. Charlotte's always there somewhere, but Zoe's still given privacy. So if these weren't all deleted by Cassian, then somebody out there knows where Zoe can be found without all of her protection.
The question is, do we white hat hacker it and show that to Cassian by meeting up with Zoe and then going, yo, by the way. Rhetorical question for now. Carry on.
I think that's a rhetorical question for now. I'm going to move right along to the last piece of political information. As Viral continues to giggle. It is a very entertaining prospect.
Tactically, I feel like it's a bad play if you want to stay in his good books. However, I do think he will appreciate the sheer horsepower of it, and also it would be really funny.
This one is more informative, more broadly helpful and informative than the things that seem to be specific to Elise and Mr. Jack. Get accountant analyses of various house officials and lords, scrutinizing their every action and word to speculate about political leanings with regard to UIS and more broadly the League of Autonomous Worlds. This is mainly going to be a benefit to anyone that's trying to engage with politics with La Miera, and even more so for UIS as long as they understand that some of these things are just flat out wrong. So it certainly is something that you guys could put to use, but it's probably of more value to someone who's trying to politic in La Miera. Like, what was that?
I said, Cassian.
Could certainly be useful to him too, yeah. So I may have gone info overload on these. I apologize.
That's great. This was fun.
I realized that this was just like, you know, data pulled from servers, but I felt like, yeah, this is kind of, if you analyze it, this is kind of what you would get. And I certainly could have simplified the who's doing the analysis to a simple question of who's doing the analysis.
You like making it complicated?
Oh, I do so much, and I always have to back down from it because it's not not good.
Honestly, Dix, this is part of why I think you're such a good GM. With any other group, this could have been, oh yeah, hit the data center. Okay, you got X, Y, and Z nuggets of data. Let's move on. Whereas this was an entire session of roleplay, interesting bits of information about a universe that we are genuinely interested in, and new plots to be schemed.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And I did kind of think that this information could have pulled your plans in different directions. I don't know where you're going to go next now.
If it makes you feel any better, neither do we.
What was that last word? Information that what?
If it makes you feel better, neither do we.
Oh, yeah, I misheard that completely. Yeah. So, yeah, what do you...
rather up there.
Yes. What do you want to do? Are you gonna try and meet up with Zoe and say, "Hey, what's up? We're here. Your protection detail isn't." Are you gonna try and negotiate with Cassian for some time at the shipyard?
Okay, verbal show of hands. Who else thinks that it's maybe not a terrible idea to go meet up with Zoe using the blind spots in her protection that we found?
Well, everybody thinks it's not a terrible idea.
I think it's a great idea, personally, but I was holding my silence.
I think it's
one of the
risky.
ideas of all
but-
time.
Yeah. Like, it's
yeah.
risky in terms of what will Cassian do, but if we can get in based on what we've seen, someone else could as well.
Yeah, we'd make a point.
So we could make that point of like, well, we've shown you a weakness in your defenses, so
Oh yeah, we just arrived. We didn't really have a chance to talk with her. Hell, get Zoe to call him afterwards.
Hmm.
Yeah, so do we want to do that before or after we meet up with Cassian? I think I had Dex quietly chuckling, which makes me feel like either is a bad move.
No. No comment.
Okay, you know what? If nobody else is going to say something that I'm calling before. Dex,
Mhm.
like, do we have any sort of, like... Also, we have data of what sort of places she spotted in. Is there any pattern to them that we could exploit?
Hang on. Alright, here we go. Pattern to the places that she's left her own devices. Yeah, absolutely. You know, she's made some new friends since her return. And she still has some very few old friends from before. But there appear to be some fairly regular, you know, socializing outings.
Okay, yeah, you know what, for narrative convenience, since I'm the one calling it, we'll say that Percy was the one that, like... I was the only player character in the Zoe studying group anyway.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I think Percy is actually gonna, like, ping the OG members of the Raza, including Libra, Acid, and Otario, or I suppose Libra was already there, and say, we've identified some patterns to where Zoe to where Zoe goes without any of her guards except maybe Charlotte. Does anybody want to go say hello?
I'm good.
I mean, I'd say hello, but I don't think I'm there.
No, I pinged that onto the message thing. Does anybody want to go say hello to her?
Yeah,
I see.
he's including the whole crew. Not the whole crew, but the OG crew.
Yeah.
Then yes, I would like to go say hi.
It's not a good idea. I'm all for it, but it's not a good idea.
I mean, we're showing Cassian that if we can figure it out, someone else can as well.
Let me actually, I think I'll just move us back to the ship screen.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
I imagine Acid probably isn't, but are Libra or Notario interested in tagging along?
I'm sorry, I'm moving you back over there because it is helpful, perhaps relevant, to know who was actually doing research on what. So we'll leave it here. Notario isn't. Libra is, just because, like John said, it's a bad idea. And Acid is not.
Yeah, I figured Acid wouldn't be. Wait, so Libra wants to come because it's a bad idea?
Yes. In case the protection detail opens fire the moment they do discover your presence.
Honestly, that's fair. Fucking boy, nice, nice. I mean, where's the lie?
Yeah. And I believe Elise wanted to go too.
I did want to go.
Okay.
I'm always up for chaos and mayhem.
Okay, last call for anybody else who wants to come say hello to Zoe. Going once, going twice, going off the ship. I mean, not necessarily straight away, but like, how soon is the nearest time that we could potentially meet up with her, shall we say?
We'll say tomorrow, just to make
Okay.
things a little bit easier.
That's fine, that's fine.
And she does have, she's got a busy social life. You know, there's,
Yeah.
she's supposed to be taking over for Cassian to run
Mhm.
House LaRue, and she's keeping up appearances and keeping up her friends.
Remember, we're just gonna go get coffee, right?
Right, coffee, yeah, coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place was nice the other day. We taking leave for that
Yeah.
thing? I think she just wanted to enjoy the aesthetic, even without, being able to drink coffee as such.
And it's the perfect thing to do
Right.
on whatever day of the week tomorrow is.
Tomorrow's
Let's
day.
say it's a Tuesday tomorrow. Is it a Tuesday tomorrow?
No. I believe I
Friday.
was going to make the joke. Acid had referenced Wednesday, and Wednesday was going to be exactly one day out from Elise's race week, which would make tomorrow
see.
Wednesday.
Wednesday's a perfectly good day
Yes.
to go get coffee. It's just like the day you do it.
Outkider Nox does actually raise an excellent point about the courier written letter. But my proposal is, or my counter proposal to that is, we go see Zoe, we tell her to tell Cassian about the list of undefended gaps in her schedule, and then we say to Zoe, oh, by the way, if you want to talk to us, if you want to get in touch, here's our number.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Okay.
Cassian doesn't need to know that we said to her, do you want to talk to us? He doesn't need to know.
All right. Well, who wants to go and who wants to meet Siri with Riley?
I do. I also have like 8 minutes of talking time left.
Oh, right. I needed to do this earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, and I wasn't here earlier because
Now,
stuff.
Right.
So next week.
Next week is fine. We'll do that next week. Apologies for that.
I'll have time. No, I can talk the entire session next week as well. So because I'll be at
Cool.
my parents' place and there's no one going to be there, but that's why I'm at my place.
Okay. No, it's fine. I had what I should have done was take a quick break from the data to do that and make sure that you got that screen time there.
It's fine. Delivery was delayed. I get it. It happens sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes.
Um,
Remind me, is it Aurelia that's the bots rate activist? Wait, no, it's Vicky, isn't it?
Vicky, yeah.
Vicky, yeah.
Does
Keep
Riley
going with
want Vicky there?
For the meeting?
Uh-huh. For delivery
mean-
and meeting. Well, arrival is, I guess, how they would put it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just welcoming the new quote unquote employee to the crew
Yeah.
here, I guess. So I mean, if anybody wants to be there, I
Yeah.
don't care.
It's okay. He didn't actually have a choice. She was going to be there.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds
Sneaky.
about right.
Yeah, but Riley just be like, "Why are you here?" I'm here to meet Vicky'd be like, oh, I'm here to meet the new, or whatever she's called. I don't know if Vicky knows her name, and Riley be like, all right, just behave.
Yeah. Yeah. We will do that scene next session. Because I anticipate it should be at least somewhat engaging.
Yay.
And with no hard objections to going to stalk Zoe, I'm going to paint the scene for you, and then I'm going to find out what Doug is doing, because we haven't really seen too much of Douglas here today. So
Before we go, I'd just like to clarify, what we're going to do is we're going to write down a list of the gaps in Zoe's schedule that we've identified from the data that got pulled down.
okay,
And we're going to bring that with us.
okay, sounds good. So the scene is, of course, Zoe's not visiting people that live in one room, one bedroom apartments, or even small houses. Zoe's visiting with other rich people with children Zoe's age. People that Cassian apparently trusts enough to leave Zoe unattended. As I said, there's still always somebody around. They're just not always in the same room as Zoe. And in this particular case, so that's not creepy with you guys hiding in some other 16 or 17-year-old girl's room. In this particular case, it is a property, an estate that is, it's another cliffside estate, another beautiful view of the sea, with a fairly elaborate park kind of backyard, or park kind of yard, and no walls between the estate and the beach. There is a cliff. It's kind of a natural wall, but a cliff is not a wall with guards and turrets. And it also wasn't terribly difficult for the three of you to navigate in the breaking hours of dawn, when the sun could not catch you on the cliffside, in stealth appropriate attire. I am kind of assuming that you guys are operating with every intent to make this succeed. So if I take it too far or say something you wouldn't do in character, please let me know. But yeah, you're having to scale a cliffside in stealth operation gear, which is basically just black. And going to be staked out for at least a few hours before Zoe's social call brings her here, and they decide, and her and the person that she's visiting, the other teenage girl that she's visiting, go for a walk in their extensive backyard. There's high hedges and trees and bushes all along this property, so it itself severs sightlines from any part of the house to where they end up. And if you're here, someone with nefarious intent could also be here.
Exactly.
So at this,
now we just need to figure out how we separate her from her friends so that we can talk to her alone.
Yep. At this stage, there you hear them coming around one of the hedge, like maze wall things. They didn't go through the maze; they went around it, and they just seem to be having idle teenage girl talk. You overhear them. Well, I shouldn't say idle teenage girl talk. idle, rich teenage girl talk.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
you.
talking about how the ponies are doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I'll work with that. It is Zoe complaining that she's not allowed to have ponies, and
Aw,
because they're dangerous, and um, complaining about how overprotective her father is. Yeah, let's segue from that point right there.
Yeah. God, so she's allowed to be a dangerous space pirate, but she's not allowed to have a pony. Double standards much?
Wait, did you say allowed to be on a date with a dangerous space
No,
pirate?
no, about to be a dangerous space pirate. No.
Now I will say that wasn't so much allowed.
Yeah, fair. But anyways, I have a question for you, Dix.
Mhm.
Did Zoe get close enough to our conversation last time before she got ushered away to be able to recognize our voices at all?
Probably not.
That's fair.
She was having to shout when she said, "Aw," but what? It's
Yeah.
just exciting,
Yeah, okay. Okay, out of character. Jackal, how do we approach this, do you think? Jackal? Come on, man, don't leave me in the lurch.
Are you there, Jekyll? I didn't remember him saying he'd be AFK for any time.
Yeah, me neither.
Taking a long break.
Oh, I'm seeing
Oh.
text.
I see typing.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
So I'll
No, we can't hear you.
try disconnecting and reconnecting.
And there he goes. And there he is.
Hello.
Yeah, there you
Good,
are.
we can hear you. Hello.
Okay.
That actually happens fairly frequently to a friend in another game. So I hope you haven't contracted the same curse that he has.
Fingers crossed.
New apartment, new curse. I hope not.
Oh, right, you are from a different connection.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
you
I
will.
am. I am in a new place now.
Okay, so Jacko, what is our game plan for getting to talk to Zoe without her friend reporting everything to Cassian?
I do want to point out real quick that you can be in different clothes. You don't have to be in the black stealth clothes.
So, here's what my idea is. Right.
Let's hear it.
We walk in front of her in a sense, and like instigate the whole like, oh my god, we tripped into each other, we bumped into each other. Are you okay? That sort of situation.
Okay, except
Basically, I'm saying that you need to knock her to the ground.
Huh. Okay, I will note that we're on their estate. We're probably not supposed to be here.
Oh,
In fact, I'm almost
Yes.
certain we're not supposed to be here.
You're not.
I think we should still knock her to the ground.
Goodness.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We had like a bit of a meeting, and I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, shit, we're lost. Yeah.
Do you know which way the bathroom is?
I think we probably would have talked this out beforehand, like while we were at a distance, but we saw she was with someone.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, good. I thought we should get come across as discussing this in the hedge.
I thought we were
No.
outside the estate.
No.
Very social. Is this really the best time?
I think we're outside the building, but still on the grounds.
Let's see.
Yes, that's correct.
Is this? But we're in a public space, right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Does that change things?
A little bit, yeah.
Nox is right.
Yeah, there's pretty much no public places where she was left unattended. Anywhere where other people could freely be, she always had eyes on her.
Okay, I've got a plan B. I don't know how much I like the plan B though, but I do have a plan B.
Okay, I have a plan C following your plan B. Let's hear it.
Okay, my plan B is, we should be very loud about a conversation that she may have interest in. Kind of like goading her into invitation of a conversation.
Like your
Okay.
ponies.
I was gonna say the psychic thing. Precognitive, talking about visions of the future.
Okay, my plan was that we've got that letter for her. Presumably, it's got Zoe written on the outside, right? Or maybe Cassian even. My
Mhm.
plan was that one of us reaches out of a hedge, waves that in front of her, so she can see the name on it, and then pull it back. She goes to investigate herself, hopefully without the friend.
This is essentially like fishing, dude.
Literally.
I mean, okay, so what we're doing?
This is you. This is you. It's bloody as shit, but this is you.
Oh no, I was gonna say, like, I'm happy to go with your plan, but you're starting the conversation.
That's fine.
Okay, let's hear it then.
I think it should just be like, you like Mock asking me some questions about like, so like what happens here, and then I can go, oh, it's difficult to determine without something exact, but coronation happened, or coronation. I feel like it's a little too royal of a term, but like the formal ceremony happens here and the party there, and
Okay, yeah.
Let me
assassins will
actually.
be over there on that building.
Not that. Sorry,
Let me
Dexter,
actually. I totally did not do what said I was going to do. So let me actually leave you two to think about exactly how you want to approach that conversation, or to cement Jackal's what Jackal's already suggested, and swing the spotlight over to Douglas for a moment. So.
Right. Mostly, he's just working in the, whatchamacallit, workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Doing, explosives and, Elise's armor. So I'm spending a lot of time on Elise's armor.
All right. Well, has he spent while he was helping out to sort through all the data on trade with UIS, was he spending any time interacting with anyone there?
Oh, let's see, who was on that team?
We've got Das, Aurelia, looks like Maximus over there, Acid, of course.
Oh,
And Elise, but Elise has got another camera pointing at her in a different timeline.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Maximus actually is not bad.
Yeah.
Advanced Education and Mechanical Engineering.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
specifically what I'm working on now is the flexible part. That's very mechanical. But yeah, if you have something better something with Maximus.
No, that
He
works.
hasn't got any...
Definitely works.
Whether it's got the armor or not, it's fine.
That also attracts Aurelia, because she seems to be a little bit sweet on Max, and after her encounter with Elise, is trying to subconsciously or consciously make sure that there's somebody there that will protect her.
Awesome. Well, I mean, Douglas isn't too keen on Aurelia after that stunt.
Ah.
I don't
Okay.
know. Were they supposed to be on duty? I don't know. It's just they're doing non-Raza business.
Yeah,
But,
they weren't actually on shift. They didn't leave their shift, at least.
Okay. At least there's that.
Yeah.
Regardless, yeah, Douglas is not amused by that. Was not amused to hear about that.
Fantastic. So Douglas is talking with Maximus about this mechanical articulation, and Maximus has some ideas for how to automate small parts of the process. Can't do full-on factory automation because it is still just a cruiser workshop.
Yeah. Well,
but-
this is all one-off special.
Yeah. So
Well, I
he's
say that except for the fact that I'm really thinking about making this for everyone, but
well, he's trying to put it. He's trying to think of it in those terms of what parts can be automated because you'll need them for other things. So he's trying to kind of think in lines of what can we pre-press or pre-print that is a universal thing, and working bouncing thoughts off Douglas. Douglas obviously knows what needs a unique shape. What components need to be unique.
oh yeah, no, the unique shape comes later when I'm actually customizing it for Elise.
Yeah, there you go. So he's he's in his zone of thinking how to automate the printing of the perfect shape that's as easy as possible to later customize into the unique shape.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you were trying to say that Elise is the perfect shape, and that's a little awkward, Max.
It is a little bit awkward because she's not there to to slap someone.
Right.
But that animated kind of excitement in his voice does attract Aurelia. She wanders over. You boys seem excited.
Yeah, Maximus here was just saying that Elise is the perfect shape.
Interesting.
Maximus immediately blushes. What? I didn't say that. I said at least the perfect. And no, Aurelia's jumping on it too. She's teasing about it.
Yeah, Douglas is he's just laughing, like making it clear that he knows he's intentionally misinterpreting that. Good times.
Aurelia is absolutely trying to capitalize on Maximus's embarrassment about this and teasing him about shapes of woman and what other shapes are not of woman, but what other shapes, non-human shapes, are perfect. And unless Douglas wants to bring him back around to the mechanical side, if Douglas is passive, she is going to distract Maximus away. Yep.
I think he'll let it go until they start. Until they start going. It's like, wait, hold on, we're not done here. Back to work.